na bading. William ang pangalan na nasa office ni Bukayo din. Si Ma'am Susan ang nagpakilala sa akin kay Junel Sanchez sa DOJ. Tapos si Junel naman ang nagpakilala sa akin kay Ronnie. Kaya nung nalaman at nakilala ko po si Ma'am Susan Francisco na taga DOJ, binalita ko po agad kay Boss Herbert. At natuwa po siya nung binalita ko na meron na po tayong access sa itaas. Ibig sabihin sa DOJ po. At ang sagot ni Boss Herbert sa English, good, good, good. Maliban sa request nyo na pagpapalipat ng inmates, may ginagawa ka pa ba para sa inyo ni Ma'am Susan? Siya din yung naglalakad ng request namin gaya ng pagpapasok ng mga guest na maramihan sa loob ng Bilibid upang manood ng concert or show ni Herbert. May kopya ka ba ng mga request niyo sa DOJ? Meron po. Andito po, dala po ng aking abogado. Bakit kailangan nyo pang magpa-approve ng mga request ni Herbert sa DOJ? Sa gayong pwede namang i-approve ang mga request niya sa Bucor. Alam niyo po, pag sobrang maramihan na ang guest at umaabot na po ito ng 300 guests, kunwari i-endorso kami ng Office of the Director sa DOJ para masabi lang na ginagawa din nila ang trabaho nila. Ano ang katibayan mo na may natanggap ang mga binigyan yung pera sa DOJ? Wala kaming kasulatan pag tumanggap sila. Siyempre, naniniguro din po sila sa sarili nila. Yung isang resibo lang po ang naitabi ko sa dami ng napadalhan ko, yung ML kwarta padala na naitabi ko. Andito po yung original, Your Honors. May kopya ka ba ng resibong sinasabi mo? Opo, andito po. Hawak po ng aking abogado ang original. Saan galing ang perang binibigay nyo sa DOJ at sa Bucor officials? Kinukulikta ni Herbert sa mga inmates na pinamumunuan niyang pangkat ng carcel side. Yung sa events niya, kinukuha namin sa benta ng beer, alak, o beer in cans at alak. Kinukuha din sa kita ng pagpasok ng mga tilapia at bangos, referring to prostitutes, at yung kita ng pagpautang. Sa Bilibid po kasi, Your Honors, ang unang nakilala po kasi yung tilapia. Hanggang medyo nag-elevate na ho ito hanggang bangos. At meron pa hong sugpo na nabanggit. So, ang mas lalong nakilala lang ho ay yung tilapia. Pag sinabi nga pong sugpo, ibig sabihin, tapon po yung ulo, katawan lang yung kinukuha. Sinabi ni Herbert na pinapabenta din siya ni JB Sebastian ng Cebu. May nalalaman ka ba tungkol dito? Opo, nabanggit sa akin ni Manoy o ni Herbert na ganon ang pinapagawa ni JB sa kanya na magbenta para preparahan ang pagtakbo ni Secretary De Lima sa eleksyon 2016 para senador. Personal ka bang kakilala ni Secretary De Lima? Hindi po. Ang aking apelyido, ang middle name ko po ay De Lima, pero isang word. Ang sa kanya po is 2 words. Nag-uusap na ba kayo ng personal o sa cellphone? Hindi rin po. Narinig ko lang siya minsan pagkausap ni Ronnie Dayan nang tumanggap ng pera. Kung makikita mo ba ng personal si Junel Sanchez, Ronnie Dayan, Susan Francisco, Len Sagom, Yusik Baraan at Laila De Lima, malala mo at makilala mo sila? Opo. Maliban sa mga nabanggit mo, may nais ka pa bang idagdag, ibawas o baguhin ang iyong salaysay? Wala na po. Ikaw ba ay pinilit, tinakot, binayaran o pinangakuan ng kung anumang para maibigay sa salaysay mong ito? Hindi po. Ikaw ba ay handang sumailalim sa polygraph examination or lie detector test kaugnay sa binigay mong salaysay? Opo, in fact, nagpunta po kami sa NBI para ho magpa-lie detector. Kaya lang po, kaso may sakit po ako sa puso at inatake na ako ng 3 beses. Sa katunayan, na-admit po ako sa ospital noong September 24 at na-discharge ako noong September 25, 2016 dahil sa heart enlargement. Nakahanda ka bang lumagda sa salaysay mo sa ilalim ng panunumpa? Yun po yung aking ginawa kanina. Maraming salamat po.
Mr. Diaz, meron ka ba bang gustong idagdag bukod sa salaysay na iyong binasa sa committee ito?
Wala na po, Your Honor.
Mr. Secretary, would you like to add more inputs apart from the statements given by Mr. Diaz? Or shall we now go to another witness?
Yes, Mr. Chair, may we call on Rafael Ragos?
In the meantime, Mr. Diaz is excused. He may be ushered out of this committee so that we can proceed with the taking of the testimony of Director Ragos. I think this is the supplemental affidavit, right?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And no need to take the oath because he will be reading it under the same oath.
Under the same oath, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Mr. Director Ragos is already present.
Mr.
Yes, may we...
Ragos, will you please stand up so that the oath may be administered? With respect to the second supplemental affidavit.
Ay, oo nga pala.
Yes, may we know the purpose for which the statement or... Director Ragos, no need to take the oath because you already took the oath previously. I think this is with respect only with the supplemental affidavit.
Mr. Ragos will testify on several occasions where he delivered drug monies, to Secretary De Lima.
Okay, please proceed, Secretary.
Mr. Rafael Ragos, did you execute a statement, supplemental affidavit consisting of 3 pages?
Yes, sir.
We are showing you a supplemental affidavit marked as Exhibit X. Will you kindly go over this statement and tell us if this is the same affidavit that you have executed? Mr. Chair, may we request that this affidavit be marked as Exhibit X? The signature of the witness in the left-hand margin, the first page, as X-3. Page 2 be marked as Exhibit X-1. The signature in the margin be marked as Exhibit X-4. Page 3 be marked as Exhibit X-2. The signature of the witness on page 3 be marked as X-2-A. And the signature of the oath administering officer be marked as X-2-B.
Okay, Comsec, kindly mark the documents as requested.
The witness, Mr. Chair, is now ready to read into the records his supplemental affidavit.
Director Ragos, please proceed.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair.
Yes, Director Ragos, you are reminded that previously you testified before this committee, and may we remind you right now that though a supplemental affidavit has been submitted, you will be taking or reading that under the same oath.
Mr. Chair.
Director Ragas, uh, are you affirming those statements?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr.
Yes,
Chair.
what's the pleasure of yes, Congressman Akop?
May I ask if the immunity given him during the first hearing would be the same immunity given now, simply because one of the conditions in the immunity given him was for him to tell the whole truth and nothing but the whole truth. I think by the submission of his supplemental affidavit, he did not tell the whole truth during the first hearing, Mr. Chair. So I would just like to ask.
Yeah, we understood for the fact that the previous statement was under immunity. May we request now the pleasure of the Majority Leader? May we request the opinion or the comment of our good Majority Leader? There is a comment on the part of Congress.
I think I heard it. Well, like I said during the last meeting, since there is no deadline for the truth, precisely, he is completing his picture and he is doing his part of the obligation, or his obligation and part of the condition. Perhaps he felt that he did not. Ganun po ba yun? Medyo kulang yung nasabi niyo, kaya kinukompleto at binubuo niyo.
Yes, sir. I have no intention of concealing. Only you have to understand that of all the witnesses, I am the closest to Senator De Lima. Hindi lang sa kanya, to the family. It brought me sleepless night. Every time na maiisip ko siya, naiiyak ako until now. But, you know, that separates my duty to my country and to my friendship.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, then pursuant to that same immunity, he's completing his statement.
Congressman Akop, are you now satisfied with the comments of the good Majority Leader?
Yes, Mr. Chair, thank you.
Okay, we understand your point, but then, as we said, you are under oath. Okay, proceed. Please proceed with the reading of your supplemental affidavit, Director
Thank you, sir.
Ragas.
Thank you, Your Honor. Supplemental affidavit. I, Rafael Z. Ragos, Filipino of Legal Aids, with postal address care of National Bureau of Investigation, Taft Avenue, Manila, after being having sworn to in accordance with law, do hereby state and depose. In addition to the facts and circumstances I have already stated in my affidavit dated September 5, 2016, number 1, on the first or second week of January 2013, Ronnie Dayan, the driver bodyguard of the then DOJ Secretary Leila De Lima, approached me while I was at the latter's house in South Bay Village, Parañaque City, and told me, "Sir, gawa pa tayo ng pera." I replied, "Bakit naman?" To which he answered, "Sir, kakandidato si ma'am." The ma'am he was referring to is the then Secretary Leila M. De Lima of the Department of Justice. Number 2, I had no choice but to say yes to Mr. Dayan because I know how close he is to Secretary De Lima. I am a frequent visitor to the house of Secretary De Lima in Parañaque City, her office on Padre Paura Street, Ermita, Manila, and even in their house in Bicol. So I was able to observe their behavior and intimacy towards each other. It is easy to see and perceive that Mr. Dayan is more than just a driver bodyguard of Secretary De Lima, and their former driver of Secretary De Lima, and their relationship goes beyond that of an employer and employee. The former driver of Secretary De Lima, who I know by the alias Bantam, even related to me that in one heated argument between the two, Secretary De Lima and Mr. Dayan, the latter pointed a gun at the former. Number 3, thereafter, I received several sums of money on different occasions, which I then delivered to Mr. Dayan at the residence of Secretary De Lima, located at Laguna Bay Corner, Subic Bay Drive, South Bay Village, Parañaque City, in compliance with his instruction to raise money for the Secretary. Number 4, on 3 separate occasions, a certain George Goff, I call this guy George Goff, but his name is Ray Goff also, handed me money amounting to 800,000 pesos. Every instance which, according to him, came from the caterer of the new Bilibid prison. Mr. Goff delivered the money